I'm not responsible for what your children hear online, even if I'm the one saying it. It's the parents' responsibility to protect their children from the internet. I say a lot of fucked up shit while gaming, and if you don't block voice chat on games your 8-year-old plays, that is your fault, not mine. Yeah. Parents shouldn't assume the internet is kid-friendly and should vet what their kids are allowed to do online, especially online games where other gamers are over 18 and can say whatever they want. That said, for kid-friendly websites or direct message chats to an underage person, the overage person is responsible. If I'm in a place where children are expected to be present, I behave myself. If I'm in a place where children could be present, I don't worry about censoring myself. I do agree to an extent, DMS and stuff like that becomes your fault. If you actively DM a child messed up stuff, it's on you, not the parent. It's probably a game where you see how many people's heads you can blow off anyway. Mostly agree. If it's a game marketed to kids and not like Fortnite but like specifically for kids, then I hold you responsible, because in that case the parents did their research and you just played the wrong game. I simply don't let my kids play adult-oriented games or any games with voice chat because I know some people, kids and adults, can be toxic over chat. It totally sucks for the kids who just want to chat and have fun. Toxic folks kinda ruin it for everyone and themselves. Yeah, these games are rated mature most of the time. What do you expect as a parent whose kid is playing it? I always thought this was obvious till my kids were playing Among Us. Sure, they have the words bleeped out, but they can still be exposed to nasty stuff. I guess I still feel this way, but want them to be able to experience fun online games without the smut. Games with voice chat and online contact usually have age ratings. So long as you're not swearing on Roblox, it's typically a lack of parent supervision. Besides, let kids hear swear words. You know they do at school from other kids, you know they do when they play out, and it's not that bad a thing. The more you make swearing a bad thing, the more of a negative effect it will have on them when they encounter it. Of course, teach them not to swear in class, in court, at work, in a job interview and such reasonable places. Edit. There is a difference between swearing and being a toxic asshole. The first is fine, the second is not okay regardless of the age of listeners. I am really hoping this isn't an unpopular opinion. It's not society's, a community's, or any person's job to babysit or raise your child. Parents have to teach their kids how the world works and what's right and wrong, and prepare them for what they will face. I'm rarely rude online because you never know who could be who, but trust me, if you clap at me online, I'ma clap back. I'd see how old you sound /r. Some people assume I won't say shit because I'm a female. Be me. Join a game. Have to mute a few people right off the bat. Have to mute those who were telling them to shut up. Have to mute the others who were also arguing with them. Global mute, GG. Not an unpopular opinion, unless you happen to be going nuts in a game aimed at 5-year-olds filled with Care Bears or something. Parents need to stop letting their kids play adult games. They have adult-only ratings for a reason. Depends on the intended audience of the game. If you're talking like a douche on Fortnite or Minecraft, it is your fault and you should be banned for it. If it's Call of Duty or something like that, yeah, parents shouldn't let their kids play adult-oriented games. Agreed. If I hear a kid, I'll just mute them most prob, and mute myself too, cause I fucking hate children's voices while gaming. It just doesn't go well with me, but others who could just swear or say profane things while the kids is there. I don't give a fuck, there's a reason the games are rated a certain rating, you know. Plus toxicity should be a well-known thing nowadays. Flashbacks to the COD days. This is like saying parents should protect their kids from the world. And they should. Almost completely agree, on that matter. I believe this should go for everything. From social media, gaming and even TV and radio. It is 100% the parents' responsibility to ensure their kids are taken care of. They're the ones who fucked each other to create the little bastard. I had no hand involved, why should I suffer? The only caveat to this should be child-friendly websites and games. Where it is 100% the company's fault when they allow pedos to do pedo shit on their shitty pedo games. At this point, it should be up to the company to have different queues, have an adult queue and a kids queue, and let parents set the kid in the appropriate queue. You can choose whether to be in a bar or a Chuck E. Cheese in real life. In any sufficiently populated online game you should have the same choice. I've seen it before where parents will put comments on YouTube videos complaining about the time that they upload and the games they play. If I was a YouTuber, I'd just say I don't care. Not my job to monitor what your child watches. If you see your child watching something you don't want them to watch, then stop your kid from watching it. Don't stop the YouTuber making the videos. Yeah, but if it's like a game meant for kids, you should kinda watch what you say. Or if someone, of any age, is like, hey, can you not curse or whatever, it makes me uncomfortable, then don't curse. You'd think after how many years of the internet's existence that parents would finally realize this. Back in the days of Xbox Live on the 360, when voice chat was a huge thing because a lot of us, teens at the time, hadn't really had a chance to use it, it was full, and I mean, full, of toxicity. On any of the Call of Duty games, kids would say that they banged my ma, threatened to hack me because they had my IP address, LOL, and all sorts of things. 99% of the time, I rarely heard an adult say these things, it was mostly the youngsters. It reminds me of a single time on Gears of War, I chainsawed a guy, and got a barrage of abuse through a voice message, really fucked up content in there. A couple minutes later, a second one arrives with the guy informing me that his ma said he should apologize and not be rude to people. I do agree with but we should also stop pretending that kids are these innocent little delicate things when they're often more robust and screwed up than the adults we claim to be protecting them from. Verbally speaking, of course. I was a kid once, I heard and said some pretty fucked up stuff to other people online. Eventually I grew out of it and just started to play without a mic and with voice chat disabled. Since then, gaming has been more about the game itself than the shit people talk.